This next story might make you wonder how far our government should go to protect airline passengers.
Investigative reporter Doug Smith exposes a new security device that's been considered by Homeland Security. And when we say this plan is shocking, we mean exactly that.
It seems airport security and one big hassle go hand in hand. But what if something you slip over your hand could keep you safe and one day eliminate the need for this? That's the idea behind an electronic bracelet shown in this promotional video that we found on the internet.
It starts here, when passengers are issued their tickets. At that time, they can also be fitted with a special electronic ID bracelet.
Now, it's important, I think, that we do think outside the box to combat terror, but there really needs to be a common sense check.
Jeffrey Denning is a former U.S. Air Marshal who now owns his own private security company in the Chicago area. Denning says he was stunned to learn that Homeland Security was interested in this device, which could carry all of your flight information, even take the place of your boarding pass and track your luggage. But here's why Denning says Homeland Security was really interested. The bracelet could also be used to take down or subdue anyone wearing it. The demonstration video shows how a member of the flight crew uses a remote control to send a signal to the bracelet, which, like a taser, stuns a potential hijacker.
And will render even the most elite and aggressive terrorist completely immobile for several minutes.
How shocking, no pun intended, is it that all passengers would be required to wear a bracelet that would shock and immobilize them, to in essence be treated like dogs with collars?
Denning provided Fox 13 with 2 letters he obtained, correspondence in 2006 between Homeland Security and the bracelet's inventor. The letters raise questions about how Homeland Security might use the technology. A research director with Homeland Security writes, the bracelet has a number of potential uses, including detaining illegal aliens, prisoner transportation, and it is conceivable to envision a use to improve air security on passenger planes.
Bad idea.
Joe Navarro is a former FBI agent and expert in international terrorism who lives in Tampa. He worries about any plan that requires a flight crew to shock passengers.
Basically, what you're doing is federalizing a law enforcement force to be flying.
Navarro says the concept is so ridiculous it reminds him of an episode from the sitcom Cheers.
Extremely unorthodox to use shock aversion treatment outside the clinic.
A therapist uses experimental shock treatments on Cliff to stop him from making obnoxious comments.
So who's going to buy me a beer? Come on, it was a joke, you bozo. Stop that. I said stop that. I'll write the experiments off.
It seems just absurdly ridiculous.
A spokesman told Fox 13 the department only considered using security bracelets for Border Patrol and prisoner transports, not airline passengers, and in the end never pursued the technology. But Denning doesn't buy that.
When I was a federal air marshal, I couldn't believe some of the policies and practices that were being in place that really put the passengers and crew, the federal air marshals, and even the national security of America at risk.
It would be hard for Denning or anyone else we spoke with to envision passengers and flight crews getting on board with this idea. Doug Smith, Fox 13 News.
Homeland Security says plans to develop the technology for the safety bracelet never got off the ground. And at this point, the department is not interested in funding it.